Finest, thank you for the super chat, buddy. $10, awesome, thank you. I've built an endgame setup. Endgame, that's right, you have. It's pretty awesome from the picture I see. B&W 800 series home theater. The Michi P5 really does sound better than the 8805 and 2 channel, and there's no EQ in the P5. Do some folks not use Audyssey with their pre-pros? I'll tell you what, Audyssey really needs a revamping a little bit, I think. That's me. I think a lot of Croissant. I'm sorry, bro.
Wipeout.
Like the Wipeout needs revamping. Audyssey needs revamping. Macaque or whatever's in the Pioneer.
I don't want to hear about that.
Macaca. I don't know what's happening there. Accu EQ. That thing needs to be thrown away. Whatever Sony's using. All that. Look. Bottom line is.
Call me up. Call me up. I'll tell you guys how to do it. You guys can pay me a lot of money. I'll tell you exactly how to do it.
Joe can help you out with that. But the bottom line is there he is. There's Paul. The bottom line is a lot of these companies like to do one thing. That I've noticed they like to do one thing and one thing only, and that's rest on their laurels. It's time to wake the macaque. Wipe out and actually put something in here that consumers actually like. Like Audyssey has been Accu EQ for a while. And it wasn't until Joe did Magic Beans. I'm like, why is this center image going to the left and right and not giving me a center image when it's in stereo? But then the Magic Beans, it's doing it properly. Why? It's because Odyssey's been messed up for a long time. And I don't think they really care to fix it. So just throw it away, get Dirac Live and all of these AV receivers, and let's call it done.
What would be good is actually they should just make a mode that's just level match, and what else should they do? And time alignment. Keep it simple. Why? Don't do anything. Don't do any EQ. Just level match and time alignment. You guys can do that pretty well.
I gotta give it up for Onkyo Pioneer Integra. Sure, let's toss them in there. For going out on the limb and just adding Dirac Live, adding something way above, those AVRs punch above their weight class, 100%. $1,500 for an AVR with Dirac Live? Yes, it's not Dirac Live with bass control, 100%, right? But it's so much better than what's in there. And there's these guys at these companies are just so full of themselves. Oh no, we got Wipeout, man, we got Audyssey. We've been doing it for 15 years. Get out of here. Get out of here. I've been so trying to not be negative in my Yamaha review that this is apart from that I'm going to record because
so you don't like Wipeout you tried it and you didn't like it?
No, even the new Wipeout with the bass whatever thing that they did, and this is a $3,000 or now $3,200 receiver. Come on, let's get better room correction. We know that you guys at Paul's level at Don, right? He spent 4 months learning how to manually calibrate everything so that his Yamaha sounds good. Who the fuck wants to do that? Who wants in their right mind is going to spend $3,000 and then another 4 months to learn how to do this manually? Let's stop all this bullshit and just get Dirac Live in there and stop. But you don't want to pay how much is their license? $200, if that. $300. I know people always talk about, the DAC's in the receiver. Dude, a DAC chip is $100. Get out of here. Get out of here. You want a different DAC? Get a different DAC. It's relatively it's a nominal price, but it doesn't make any sense. And I think a lot of these manufacturers of AVRs really need to take a cue from Onkyo and just bite the bullet and be like, well, you know what? Dirac does it better. Just admit it. It's that's what it is. Anthem room correction, totally cool. I'm totally cool with that. They don't need to add Dirac. Anthem room correction's pretty on par with Dirac. So,
I'm friends with the guys at Audyssey.
I know. Right? You talk to them,
and when I talk to them on the phone, I tell them exactly what you're saying. I'm like, you know what? I think this other one's better. So I don't know what else to tell you. I think it sounds better. I think they're doing something more correct than you guys are doing. So I feel like I can say something because I've told them. I've said the same exact thing directly to them. As far as the Wipeout, from talking to Paul, the issue that I see is even if you want to do manual calibration, set your own PEQs and all that, the problem is that on his, what I remember is that there were set frequencies only. Like you couldn't just choose any frequency. There were like set frequencies, and then within that frequency, like it was very limited, right? You couldn't just set your own PEQ. It was like, you know, only, you know, these, yeah, the problem was mainly the frequencies that you had to choose from. You couldn't just choose any frequency to EQ. It was like a set amount. So anyway, hopefully, I think what these guys should do is just make it so that they do level matching and time alignment, and also give you the option for PEQ, let you do whatever you want, and that'll fix a lot of issues, right? Just give me, you know, 10 bands of PEQ for each speaker. That'd be great.
Yeah. Joey, you bring up a good, very valid point. What percentage of the consumer do you think really care or understand it? I would say 95% of the consumers don't care. But here's the thing. Every time I read these, like, because I follow Yamaha, I follow all these, manufacturers on Instagram and stuff, and man, their marketing department makes it sound like this new piece, new AVR, new whatever is the best thing since sliced bread. Just slightly better than last year's model. But like, really, they're trying to sell this stuff like it's great when it's just kind of like meh. And there's just better out there. And of course, I understand they're running a business, so they need to increase their bottom line, right? And so like they're not trying to add on another license. And how did Onkyo and Pioneer do it, right? Like you plug it in, you plug in the mic, and you actually can choose whether to run Dirac on an app for your phone or an app on your computer, or you can run the macaque. That's in the receiver. Okay. So, yeah. So,
Yamaha is. I think they have a office near where I'm at. So Yamaha, you guys can hit me up. You can license, Magic Beans. You can say Yamaha with Magic Joan tells Magic Bean settings.
Damn.
And I'll tell you guys how to do it, but you guys got to pay me a lot to make that thing better.
At some point though, Joey, like it should be like on the conscience of these companies to just put out a product. Yeah, sure. Yes. People just want to have like, you plug in this microphone, you hit the button and it figures it out. So why don't you put the best thing in there? And like, there's just a time to be just like, hey, we had a good run with this. Yeah, we did it for 10, 15 years. It's still not better than this option. Let's just scrap our option and go with this option and pay the $50 per unit or whatever, their deal is, but then again, I'm not the one calling shots. I'm just a dumbass with the YouTube channel.
Real quick. So Reverend Slim says the speed of sound.
I was about to say that's a pretty good assessment.
So this is true. What Reverend Slim is saying, that there was an issue with the delays that were set. And actually, they don't have that issue if you use Multi-QX, but it's $200 more. So if you were to do auto calibration but use Multi-QX, it does the timing properly. So something to know. But yeah, imagine that even time delay was incorrect before. Isn't that ridiculous, right?
I'm not surprised.
That's crazy though, because how many consumers have that product and use Audyssey and did their whole system using that?
Yeah, they just assume that it works. Like, oh, this is how it's supposed to sound.
And then you hear people saying like, hey, I did my manual calibration method and the distances were off, and I was like, how could that be? That's a simple thing to do, but maybe they were right. Maybe it has been off this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
All right, if you would like to join us every week on Mondays at, what time is it? About 6 p.m. Central, which is the best time. That's where I am. Make sure you join us at youtube.com/Daily HiFi. We out.